Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I just got back from the range. Oh my god, horror! The horror! I was just packing everything up to go. It's been like an hour, just for a couple of seconds. Let's see. I got my 10.5 to work. It runs really well. I just don't like it. I'm serious. AR pistols. I might buy the SIG brace. I was trying to avoid buying the SIG brace, but I'm gonna have to. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna have to because I tried shooting it from the shoulder. It was very uncomfortable. Not the shooting part. I just had a really hard time shooting um, through my Magpul backup sights. I had a really hard time. The grouping wasn't that good. I guess since the shooting from the shoulder, it bounced a lot, and I was getting like at 15 yards, I was getting like five 5 inch grouping. Uh, Up close, I was getting like 1 inch, 1.5, like at 7 yards or something like that. And then 10 yards, it really got spread. 15 yards, it really got spread. I wasn't able to do headshots at 15 yards at all. I missed like every single headshot I did at 15 yards, all of them. At 10 yards, I did two control pairs, and I was actually able to get them side by side to each other, maybe like a half an inch or maybe an inch apart from each other, and then that's about it. At 10 yards, yeah, see, at 10 yards, yeah, it was cool. But then when I was doing 15 yards, a little bit further out, I mean, I missed every single headshot. So I know personally now that using an AR pistol at 25 yards, trying to do a headshot just in case. Now, body shots, almost every single shot that I got went in. I think only one hit outside the target. I actually have the target, but I'm going to make a video of that later. Um, but I think it was only one because what I was doing is I was shooting in the center, and then I was moving around shooting to see what kind of groupings I was getting. But of course, the closer I got, the groupings were really good. But once I started hitting the 15 yards and past that, because the range I go to only goes up to 25. So once I was able to shoot, I was going, okay, so I know that as an AR pistol, the way it's built right now for someone like me, for CQC, yes, anything within 25 yards and in, that AR pistol that I have right now works fine, as long as I don't try to do headshots. But shooting somebody in the body, somebody moving, shooting them, yeah, I can probably do some damage inside of a CQC scenario if something like that happens. Somebody breaks into my house, um, double shot to the chest. They're not getting back up from that, especially that close. Um, I tried the American Eagle ammo. The American Eagle ammo was a little bit underpowered. I tried some PMC ammo. Yeah, that one had a little bit more of a kick. So I know that for now on, if I'm going to do any kind of training or practice, I'll use the American Eagle. For CHTF situations, I'll use the PMC ammo. It had a little bit more kick. The groupings were a little bit toward, I'm gonna say toward the right a little bit. It's weird. With the American Eagle, I was getting groupings like this. With the PMC, I was getting about the same groupings, but it was shifting to the right. Must have been the way I was holding it. So it wasn't that bad. I went ahead and I tried my SBR. I could not get that thing to work. I have no idea what happened. I never had a problem building a lower before. This was an AR pistol that I had as a 22 that shot very, very content. You know what I mean? Very good. It completely like freaked out. I mean, I'm talking about it was like, what's going on? And it was so hot in the range. I almost passed out because it was so hot. So I went ahead and I left after only being there for like 45 minutes. I left. Went to shoot. I'm sorry. Went to Spec Tactical to find out what the heck was going on with my SBR because everything that I got for for that rifle was all spike tactical, everything. Um, and so they checked it out and they told me that some of the parts I had them on wrong, and I'm like, wow, that's weird. Out of all the lowers that I put together, I put like 5 or 6 lowers together. I never had a problem. And so the Derek, he's the one who helped me out. I'll give him props for that. He did really good. Um, Now I gotta wait at least 6 weeks before I can go to the range again and test out my SBR. Um, because yeah, my mother's birthday is coming up, so I can't spend any money. I promised her that I was gonna take her to Steak and Shake. Yeah, I'm gonna take her to Steak and Shake. She's never been there. I've taken her to Red Lobster. I've taken her to Logan's and all this stuff. And I told her, hey, have you ever gone to Steak and Shake? And my mom was like, I never heard of it. I was like, how can you not heard of it? We live right next to a Steak and Shake. So that's what I'm going to take her for her birthday. I'm going to let her go all hog wild, whatever burgers she wants to eat. Hot dogs, she loves hot dogs. So all that stuff. So that's why I can't spend any money. I was hoping to go in a couple of weeks with my SBR and and do some footage with that, because I actually have footage of the 10.5. I'll post that later after I edit it a little bit. Um, but I don't have any footage of the SBR because I wasn't able to use it at all whatsoever. Um, but just like I said, the ammo, I'm gonna have to try to find the right ammo. I shouldn't do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and get the SIG brace. I'm gonna spend the $125 and get it. The reason why is because when I was shooting it from the shoulder, just like I said, I wasn't able to get a good radius with the backup sights, with the MagPul backup sights. But when I had the buffer up against my face, there was almost no recoil. I was actually getting a good sight picture or good view, and I was able to shoot, but it bounced a little bit too much. So if I do get the SIG brace, at least with the SIG brace, I won't be able to sit there like crunch up like this because it doesn't have a stock. So I'm able to put my face a little bit better, and I'll be able to shoot a little bit better. So that would fix the grouping on that AR. Like I said, it's also the ammo factor, because I told the guys at Spectacular what I was doing. They told me, yeah, ammo is a big factor. I already knew that, but they know more about it than I do, so I got to give them props for that. But yeah, but I know that PMC ammo, people always complain about them. I don't know why. It's for some reason they always run fine on my Spike Tactical. They run beautifully, and on this one, since it's not a Spike barrel, this is from another company. Everything else is Spike from the Umbrella Corporation upper that I built. The barrel is from another company, but the gas tube and the gas block were from Spike Tactical. So that means they cycle. They're built, to really take a lot of punishment. So I know that those two combined with the rest of everything else from Umbrella and the rail and everything that I got from Red X, if you're Red X, oh no, all of those components put together, yeah, I know the rifle runs really well, really good. And but just like I said, PMC ammo, I don't know why people complain. I mean, it runs beautifully on my 16-inch. On this one, once I get the SIG brace, I should be able to get the groups a little bit more tighter. So I might not pick up American Eagle anymore, but I'm going to keep the ones that I didn't use, which is like 60 rounds. I use 40 rounds, and that's what I was testing. Most of the other ones were PMC, and the PMC did better. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep buying PMC as long as I can find it. The 55 grain, I don't like using anything heavier than 55 grain. But that's just my preference, because that way I can keep a consistent training. Because if you start changing ammo, that means you have to change your dope on your AR every single time. So that means if you use 55 grain Wolf, and then all of a sudden you decide to use a Remington UMC, which is considered really crappy, your point of aim, point of impact is going to change. It's going to change because since you're so used to training using Wolf, and you have it set at that dope, that's what you're gonna get. But once you start changing ammo, it's either gonna go be higher, it's either gonna be lower. So you got to be careful when you buy 6 or 7 different brands of 223 ammo. So that's why I'm trying to stay with PMC, because just like I said, PMC works right on my 16 inch. I want it to work really good in this one. If I get the SIG brace and I can get that grouping down from from 4 inches, 3 or 4 inches down to like 2 inches at 15 yards, and then I know at 25 yards I should be able to do a good grouping. I should be able to do a lot better. Um, that's about it, guys. I'm really tired. I just had a really bad experience there toward the end. Um, I want to thank the guys at Spike, that helped me out. I want to thank Sarah. She got me a soda. Thank you, Sarah. You probably will never see this video, but I still thank you anyway. And Derek, he's the one who helped me out with the 22. And JD, like always, he's always helping me out. John D, I'm sorry, not JD. John D, he's always helping me out every time I go there. So, um, all right, guys. God bless. Be careful out there. Don't forget to train. Don't forget to train ever. And you all have a good weekend today. All right. I'll post more stuff later. Later, guys.